He has a little left hamstring tightness. Not serious.
Did you heard it looked like he grimaced when he fouled that pitch off the left field? Did he say what the heck of a night about it?
No, they're just kind of tightened up over the day. I mean, he's been doing it quite a bit. It's really the on base stuff that's been, he's just been on base a whole bunch and running the bases, scoring from first. So just a whole bunch of base running.
Has he probably played a little bit more than you thought coming in? Like, had he not been so crazy hot, might Jesus have played a game or two during this stretch?
I mean,
you talked about how.
Yeah, I mean that's the. I think that initially with Jesus' spring, I think, but it's a guy who plays good. He can handle it. I mean, he's going to have some off days throughout the year. There's no question, but when guys are swinging the bat that good too, you're going to leave them in there.
He's thinking that the off day tomorrow will just be that'll.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see, but it's not going to be. It's not a big deal.
How about your first inning? We've talked about it several times. You guys are just awesome in the first inning with your offense. 27.
Well, I think on a day like today when there's when you have young pitchers on the mound for the other team, I think it's an important statement you can make for them where they just never get comfortable. They just are not allowed to kind of get into a game. And we did a great job. I mean, our first 8 guys had very productive at-bats, quality at-bats, did something positive with each at-bat. So it was, it's good to see. And we've done a nice job of that against, some young starting pitchers and some good starting pitchers too, So it's obviously a good formula for success.
What did you make of Willie today?
Well, it was a grind for Willie. I mean, the 4 home runs were, obviously put runs on the board, but what I did think his off-speed stuff was better today. The 7 strikeouts today was very good to see. But it was a little bit of a grind for him for sure. I mean, he made some mistakes and they put some big swings on him.
Yeah, that's a few extra pitches because of errors too.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. We had some balls to get out of the inning for him and some extra pitches that he was forced to throw, for sure.
Craig, one by one, we've seen some of your guys have big games to kind of get going, and maybe Orlando was today.
Well, no, I mean it's a nice game out of that spot for sure. But I mean Orlando doesn't have to be the number one offensive producer. He's just carries his weight. A day like today, he adds something to the offensive mix and still play the high caliber defense that he's played all season. That'll be fine. But he's doing fine. He's doing fine.
Hey, Craig.
We're scoring plenty of runs here.
Craig, on that note of scoring runs, despite the 3 wins these last 3 games, are the 8 errors a concern?
I mean, we don't want to make errors, yeah. And I think it'll be look, when you're playing at your best, there's certainly things we can clean up, and you're always going to find things that you want to do better. I think our defense is going to be it goes in. It's run prevention. It's not just pitching. It's run prevention. Defense goes into run prevention, and we'll do a better job preventing runs if we catch the ball and make the plays that we're supposed to make. Making it harder on your pitchers is eventually cost you. So it's something that a couple of the errors in the series to me were not, sometimes one of the Pina errors and even the Hernan error today to me aren't really factors.
Craig, you made it through the 23 out of 24 with a 12-11 record. That's a tough task for anybody playing all those games like that. How did you think you guys did?
I think your record is your record. I think the guys are looking forward to an off day tomorrow for sure. They've deserved it. We'll be cheering on the Bucks for sure tomorrow. That's for sure. Good opportunity for a lot of the guys and for us to go see them. So, but I think you know, we've coming off a good series. You know, a sweep of a team is always a good way to go. We kind of got on track at home a little bit. We thought we let some of those games slip away against St. Louis, so to get on track and kind of capture all these games was a good sign. So, you know, we're doing all right and on to the next series.